Hey guys, this is Mitchell from Gamefront here with a video walkthrough on how to get through some of the puzzle challenges in Magic the Gathering Duels of the Planeswalkers 2012. This video will be looking at the hard challenge, Master Your Destiny. This is a pretty complicated challenge that requires a good understanding of not only the cards in your hand and on the field, but also the 5 cards on the top of your library. So let's first take a look at the cards in our hand. This one right here is the big one, Index. It lets us look at the top 5 cards of our library and then put them back in any order. Then we have Explore, which lets us play an additional land this turn and draw a card. This card is the 3/2 with Haste and Cascade. And basically, Cascade will allow us to put a card that is on top of our library into play that has a converted mana cost of 3 or less. And then the other 2 cards aren't important, so don't worry about them. And then on the field we have Djinn of Wishes, which lets us tap 4 and essentially put the top card of our library into play without having to pay its casting costs. Then on the other side of the field, really fast, we have a card that must be sacrificed if it's the target of a spell or ability, a card that can only block flying, and a regular 4/4 flying. And finally, he has an enchantment that makes him have hexproof, and hexproof essentially means that the player cannot be the target of spells or abilities. So we're going to start off by casting Index, so we can look at our top 5 cards. We have an island. This card will let us put out another land if it's the next card in our library. Here we have a 5/5 flying that will deal 5 damage, divide any way we choose to any number of target creatures or players, which is important, and I'll show you why in a bit. And these 2 cards aren't important, so don't worry about them. So now you're going to choose the last 2 cards, because those are going to be the last ones you pick up. And then you want to do the 5/5 Hellkite, the island, and then the one that will bring the island into play once it's cast. So then you're going to use Cascade to bring that creature in. When he comes in, the next card will be the island, so that will come into play. And if you put down your island in your hand, that will give you 4 mana, which will let you use your Djinn's ability to bring up the Hellkite, who is now the top card of your library. And now once that's in play, you will be able to deal 5 damage, divide any way you choose. So you want to divide it up, so you do 1 damage to the creature that will be sacrificed once it's the target of spell or ability, and the remaining 4 damage to the air elemental, which is the 4/4 flying with no other special things about it. So now with that, all that the opponent has is this 2/3 flying that can only block other creatures with flying. And since we have a 3/2 with haste, which means that it can attack the moment it comes into play, we can deal 3 damage, finish off our opponent, and claim victory to this challenge. So yeah, thanks for watching, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.